actually doing really good.
What?
Okay, so he's swapping up his tag to GP Arthas.
Is that a reference to something?
If it is, it's not one that I understand, so I'll probably ask him about that later. But it's going to be, I'm just calling him GP.
Yeah, let's call him GP. My guy
versus JaySon.
All right. Okay, so explain to me Samus and Fox. I feel like this is a strange matchup.
Well, I know for a fact that JaySon, actually his brother, whose tag is Booty Boy, rocks out with the Samus.
I forgot about that.
So JaySon knows a thing or two about this matchup. In this matchup, Fox gets a lot of free juggles, and it's just a very difficult thing for Samus to land. Samus can actually edgeguard Fox really well. And oh my goodness, watch your shield. She has a lot of good pressure tools up close to Fox. But once, and you know, she can space him out with his air and all that. He's very short though, so it's hard to space out with air. So once Fox gets in, it's a bunch of damage and just a struggle to get him out.
Yeah. So I would assume with how light Fox is, he's going to be falling prey to, you know,
stuff like this.
Yeah, a lot of early combos, and now GP actually took back the stage at high percents though, so just one connection with an up smash or an up air, now he's caught in the air.
Okay, I like that empty hot bait, and JaySon realizing that Arthas was not going to go for it, so he just sat back, waited for that charge shot on the way down as he drifted the ledge.
All right, high percent for GP here, and I mean, Samus still does have tools with the dash attack leading into that up special, which can kill incredibly early, so you know, he's able to get off this first stock from JaySon without utilizing that. Okay,
cross-up is not going to matter against Samus. You do have that great out-of-shield option of the screw attack.
And he actually still has the charge shot online. We haven't really seen JaySon try to opt for the reflector at all in this situation.
I mean, it's a scary commit to the reflector. Wow.
It killed! Was he DIing like up? Because that angle didn't seem very...
Yeah, suspect.
Definitely, but he's able to clean up the stock really quick, which that would have been dangerous if he actually landed a dash attack into the up special.
Losing all that rage actually made it so that he could confirm. I like that. Auto-canceling the down air so that he can just shield and then punish the forthcoming screw attack.
Yeah. And even more, I just love the way he's been able to apply pressure since those, you know, beginning moments of this game. He's just been able to apply so much pressure to JaySon's shield. That was an interesting catch there when he's off the ledge.
Yeah, it pulled him out from below. JaySon does have to be careful. I feel like he's sitting at these ranges right where Samus likes to dash attack. That was an interesting interaction.
Yeah, I think his up tilt planked with up special. And that was really weird. I thought it actually sent him into free fall for some reason at first.
There we go. I like the dash back there from JaySon to bait out the dash attack, because it is very punishable.
And GP keeping this really close, and it's since that first couple moments where he was getting, you know, tossed around the stage by JaySon, he's just been able to answer it back so convincingly. Now with JaySon off the left, forced to jump there, maybe trying to run off the stage instead of that dash attack.
Big lead now for Arthas. Ooh, there we go. Getting the reflect, getting some damage.
That's exactly what he needed. Now he has the stage opportunity to edgeguard, but you know, Samus has a lot of tools to get back.
Right, using the auto cancel on that back air to bait some movement, catching with the dash attack and setting up the position on the other side of the ledge.
Yeah, realized that GP had been jump forward airing when recovering to the stage more often than not, and was able to catch the jump there with the up tilt, which led into the back air. And that was just really good awareness from JaySon at GP's recovery options.
Yeah, forward air is one of Samus's better get up from ledge tools, but if you use it every single time, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It's very punishable when you know it's the only thing.
Yeah, there is no move that will work every single time 100% of the time. So
exactly.
It's just figuring out how to punish that move in certain situations, which that's where JaySon really capitalized that set, and that's why he got the first game. So we'll see how GP is gonna you know, answer back in the second game. Wins a battlefield, which, you know, try to explain to me how this helps him.
So you saw the ladder combos that he's capable of. Normally he's been going for up air into forward air, but he at certain DIs he will be able to catch JaySon with some up airs into up airs and up Bs, looking like Zero Suit Samus. And these platforms do help set up landings a little bit better. I know that Fox does get great platform combos if he's able to catch you on one, but just the added mix-up of not only having the flat ground to land on will help Samus land a little bit.
Okay, definitely. All right, so we'll see how this pick works for him. Oh, good catch there on the illusion, and he's still able to combo into that forward air, even with some pretty good DI from JaySon. But I love the way JaySon has been utilizing that reflector since that first game.
It's really impressive, too, because GP hasn't been throwing out too many charge shots, but JaySon has done a pretty good job of figuring out what the timing is that he wants to throw them out.
Yeah, And that's exactly what he's going to need to rack up this percent, because GP's been kind of outshining him in the percent racking up department. You know, since the second moments of that first game, catching him there and actually baits out the air dodge for the up air and gets the first stock.
Yeah, there's no way he would be able to confirm at that percent with the rage.
All right.
Goes for the footstool, but that's not going to do it against Samus. Great drift. He got a very late footstool.
I'm surprised GP actually maybe just wanted to recover at that point. He feel like he could have jumped down with the down air at that situation, but man.
Potentially, but he might have lost his jump to the footstool, and it wasn't something he wanted to risk.
Exactly. Can understand, especially in these kind of moments when you're, you know, a game down and you're possibly looking at the losers bracket. Now, trying to take this first stock off of JaySon.
I mean, he's got the percent. Ooh,
what a catch
nice
there.
2-frame. Waits for the air dodge, but he drifts too far back. Now, tipper forward tilt is probably going to be able to send JaySon flying. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Wow. What? Is it because he grabbed? What happened?
There's a couple of instances in which Zaire just doesn't want to grab. I think it has to do with distance or your height being like equal to the stage.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a situation where you should be able to grapple, but the game just decides not to give it to you.
Because it touched the stage. It was like, nope. I'm just going to come back to you. And that's so unfortunate because he was making that comeback.
Then JaySon was able to get a good punish. Good recognition by JaySon to go down there and get the punish.
Yeah.
Not sure if he would have been able to get that had